Hiya, I'm George and the Wild Weekender has finally arrived. Now, I'm here in my garden doing some essential weekend jobs. Now, if you're new to planting seeds and growing seeds and you're not too familiar with the terminology, I'm here to try and explain. The information on the back of seed packets is brilliant. It shows you its height, its colour and so on and so on. The information is really important because it can tell you when to sow the seeds, which means when you start to grow them, when you expect the flowers, or when you expect to harvest the veg, and also there's even a date. Now, to be fair, I've used seeds that are way out of date and do sometimes work, but to give yourself the best chance, it's always best to stick to the date. There's also other information such as when to thin the seedlings, which means giving them enough space to grow and germinate. These are cornflowers, great for bees, and their seeds are so unique. Cornflowers are annuals, annual meaning year, which means they germinate, start to grow, flower, set seed and die, all in one season. Now, you can start them off in pots or trays and keep them on a window bottom or greenhouse, or you can actually directly sow them into the ground, which we've done over here. And that means that you've got two chances of watching these beauties grow. There's loads of seeds in this packet, so to keep costs down, swap with your gardening mates. Also, reuse trays and pots. Just make sure you wash them out first. You can even use old food containers as pots. Just make sure they've got holes in the bottom for drainage. Of course, you don't have to buy seeds to grow plants. You can even collect your own. Now, these are honesty seeds and they come in their own little natural paper-like wrapper. Now, honesty are a biannual plant. Now, biannual, what does that mean? It basically means that in their life cycle, it usually takes 2 years. So for the first year, you should expect leaves, and then in the second year, you should expect beautiful purple flowers, which are great for bees. Now let's talk perennial plants. Now, perennial means when they grow, flower and die back year after year. In our garden, we have epimedium and hellebore, which were both gifts by dividing plants. Now, dividing is where you cut it in half, which does seem quite brutal, but it works. Now, I live in Manchester and we can get all 4 seasons in one day. Now, the seed packet will tell you if your plant is hardy. And being hardy basically means it's tolerance to surviving cold, hot, dry, wet, or even wind. Make sure you research where your plant is best placed. That could be in full sun, full shade, or even partial shade, dry or damp areas. And some plants need very little attention and they just come back year after year like magic. What do we grow our seeds in? Compost. We have our own compost area where we mix fruit and veg peelings and garden waste, such as leaves and even a bit of cardboard. But not everyone has the space to make their own, so you can buy seed compost from garden centres or online, but make sure it's peat-free. Using peat-free compost means we are conserving such important ecosystems whilst also enjoying our gardens. You might have heard the words free draining. Basically, it means to allow the water to drain slowly through without water pooling and puddling. That's what these herbs require. Use a mix of compost, sand, or if you have any, horticultural grit or small stones. I hope I've inspired you to get growing this Wild Weekender. What will you grow? Good luck and grow well.